This next brewery really saw their business take off when they started pairing their love of pop culture with bold, splashy label designs created by a professional comic book artist. Andy and Jason from Stack Deck Brewing gave us the lowdown on their Mr. Fancy Pants Hazy IPA.
We are right smack dab in the middle of downtown St. Paul at the recently reimagined Treasure Island Center here. This location provides us great access to the Xcel Energy Center as well as CHS Field. We're about a 5-minute walk. You can literally access both those places through the Skyway. Really, really excellent for anything that happens to be going on downtown. We want to reflect the high quality beers that we make here, as well as provide that little more upscale atmosphere for people to come and enjoy tap. The bar out here to create this whole center floating action. Chandelier is based upon a design of dropping a deck of cards. Then we have this nice fancy wall behind me. The light plays with it because these are actual cards stapled to the wall to give you kind of an optical illusion as you move throughout the tap room. We have a very nice selection of beers. They're very, very approachable. We are heavy on the IPAs, but with this particular style of IPA, they're not your classic melt your face off with bitterness. It's a lot of late hop additions, therefore giving it that smooth mouthfeel as well as all those juicy notes from the hops. If you're not particular on any style IPA, we also, do nice Pilsners throughout the year, a couple different lagers, seasonal stuff, Oktoberfest. And if you really, really don't like beer flavored beer, that's where the astronaut sauce comes in, as those are heavily fruited, which basically, gives us a whole array of colors that you can imagine, purple, red, pink, yellow, pretty much right across the board with everything. It pays off at the end of the day to be able to provide a product to somebody who might not necessarily drink beer at all. And we can introduce them to this and they're actually like, oh, this is beer? And we're like, yep, trust me, it's beer.
We try to release probably 3 to 4 new IPAs a month. There is a lot of room for basically me doing just about whatever I want. This is Mr. Fancy Pants, Stack Deck's contribution to season 5 of Dabbler in a Box.
This beer is a single IPA coming in at 6.5%. So it's kind of that middle of the road, can enjoy, the whole 4-pack without falling off your chair.
When I was designing this beer, I was essentially going for citrus notes, maybe a little bit of melon and pine is what's ended up happening, a little bit of pine on the back end.
The inspiration behind this beer was really the hops we use in it, which are Talus and Idaho 7. So you're gonna get that big, juicy nose, a lot of citrus on it. And what better way to express Mr. Fancy Pants than literally MC Hammer on there, because those pants are awesome. As far as our references go, we're mainly having a lot of fun with it. Our guy who illustrates all of our labels is an old school pal with our partner Brad, who actually draws for both DC and Marvel Comics as his regular day job. He's always wanted to do beer labels. He had done a few in the past, and now I think he's up to 30. He's really excellent to work with, and we kind of give him a name, a kind of little idea, and he pretty much runs with it for us. To weather the storm of our current situation has been a challenge. We're accustomed to having many people down here every day, not only for work, but concerts or sporting events. Luckily for us, we were in the distribution market for a few months prior to this, and we were very quickly able to maneuver to focus strictly almost 100% on the distribution aspect of stuff.
Most of what we make is brought to liquor stores. I would say probably 85%. There are a few varieties of beer that don't make their way to liquor stores, such as some of the fruited sours. So you can find us in most places, and if you can't, definitely ask at your local liquor store and we'll figure something out.
Coming up here in the near future, we've got a lot of nice IPAs, just single IPAs, a double. We got a triple coming out. We're also gonna start putting the astronaut sauce into regular cans as well, seeing how that's been so popular. Should start hitting shelves, about the same time as this beer hits the Season 5 Dabbler in a box. So keep your eye out for that if you're a fan.
In the next 2, 3, or 4 months, we are going to be releasing our first West Coast IPA. We haven't done anything like that. It's just been hazy after hazy after hazy, but with the coming of spring, we decided we'd give you a new treat. So we have a West Coast IPA on its way out. We are going to release a couple more Imperial pastry stouts for you. Thanks for tuning in and learning with us, everybody. We really appreciate it. Hopefully you're enjoying Mr. Fancy Pants in Season 5 of Dabbler in a Box as much as we are. Make sure to tune into our Facebook page for our latest beer releases. Thank you so much. Cheers.